So after seeing Whittaker go out there and just put on such a dominant performance against a really dangerous contender in Kelvin Gastelum. I mean, Kelvin Gastelum was ranked number 8 going into this fight, but man, that is not a very great representation of his skill set, even though number 8 is very high. I mean, this guy can beat anyone on any given day. I mean, he's got explosive power, and even in this fight, he was dangerous until the last bell. I mean, even though he was getting dominated, he never lost that jump in his step, and he was just constantly throwing heat, If Whittaker laxed up at any moment, he could have got KO'd. He had to stay on his game for all 25 minutes. And Gastelum never got put down. I mean, he took everything Whittaker gave him, which is unbelievable. I mean, Whittaker did some damage, head kicks, big crosses, big overhands, hooks, uppercuts. Like, he was landing big shots, and Gastelum took everything Whittaker had to give him. But man, he had a lot to give him. Front kicks, those front side kicks to the knee are so good at managing range, and his combos, man, he was throwing such nice combos. I mean, his kickboxing was so high level in there, and even the wrestling, I mean, was so impressive. And we've seen the wrestling recently in his fights. Off the top of my head, I believe he did get some takedowns against Cannonier, but if not, I definitely remember against Darren Till. And man, when he gets those double underhooks and that body lock, it's like game over with him, And he got that, I believe, 2 or 3 times on Gastelum. And then he got that nice, clean, perfectly timed single leg takedown. That was also very impressive. Just kind of looks like an ankle pick kind of thing, if I do remember correctly. But yeah, just very impressive, perfectly timed. So the takedowns are there. And, the ground game, too, very high pressure. Oh, and the back takes at the end. That was 2 amazing back takes. Took his back twice at the end. Very, very impressive stuff. I mean, watching that fight, Whittaker looked like a world champion. He did look like a world champion. And it's like, if you have to compare his skill set to the world champion at middleweight, I know they fought, and Whittaker did get finished and pretty, convincingly dominated by Adesanya in that fight. I think Whittaker just looks so good in this fight, man. Like, after watching Adesanya lose to Blachowicz and we saw him get taken down and controlled a couple of times, I definitely could see Whittaker doing that as well. I could see him getting that double underhook body lock and taking him down. And obviously, I think he could control him there too. But I also think his kickboxing is there. I think he can compete with Adesanya in the kickboxing, especially with the threat of the takedown, because I'm sure Adesanya won't be looking for any takedowns, but Whittaker, on the other hand, very well may be looking for those double underhooks, and I'm sure Adesanya is going to be watching out for that, So with that in mind, Whittaker's kickboxing, I think, looks like it's on the level to where even if he doesn't beat Adesanya, it's going to be a far, far different fight than the first fight. It's going to be a far different fight. I mean, Whittaker looks so fast in there, so crisp. He was throwing long combos, landing all kinds of shots, head kicks, uppercuts, hooks. Man, he was fast, crisp, controlling the range perfectly. It was all around one of the best performances I've seen this whole year. Of course, Holloway and Cater comes to mind, but other than that, this one is right underneath them, in my opinion. I mean, this was a very impressive performance by Robert Whittaker, And as far as yet his rematch with Adesanya, I think that's the only fight to make right now. I mean, it doesn't make sense to stick Whittaker in there with anyone else. He's beat pretty much almost everybody, So it's like, put him in there with the champ. We clearly got the 2 best guys, Those are clearly the 2 best guys in the division. Put him in there. And honestly, I mean, Whittaker coming off a 3-fight win streak, Adesanya coming off a loss. It is very interesting. It is very interesting. The champion is defending his belt, he's coming off of a loss in a different weight class. That doesn't happen too often. That does not happen too often, you know. So it is very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see. Then again, Adesanya has a tremendous coach, and a tremendous team. I mean, I should say, he just has a tremendous team at City Kickboxing, and yes, also a tremendous coach in Eugene Behrman. So I believe he does have that advantage. But man, Whittaker, I must say, looked tremendous out there. Looked absolutely tremendous. Like I said, we clearly got the best guy in the top contender in the division. We got the two best guys, him and Adesanya. It has to happen. Vettori, no way. You know, no disrespect either. He's on a 5-fight win streak, but Whittaker just looked otherworldly in there. You know, I mean, that was a tremendous performance. You know, very tremendous. And yeah, as far as the other contenders, man, stick Vettori in there with Stick Vettori in there with Brunson. They get the next title shot after Whittaker. There you go. You know, there you go. And stick Paulo Costa in there with Jared Cannonier. You get two beasts, two hulks of people. You know, and that's going to be a fun one to watch. But as far as the title shot goes, it has to be Whittaker. And like I said, I almost like his chances. You know, I almost like his chances, especially with the wrestling and grappling displayed. So let me know what you guys think about that. I will say real quick, I mean, it really isn't necessary, but I don't know. I would have liked to see him, but there wasn't that much time after he took the back, so it's hard to really say much there. It was a very impressive performance all around. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that. And if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching.